Good morning, this is Derek Dodge with Interstate Roofing conducting a repair attempt. I'm here at the Lynch residence, 25 Colonial Drive, Sonoya, Georgia. It's the 23rd of July 2024. This is the repair attempt for the video on the front facing slope. There will be a repair report on the north side of the north facing slope with photos to document everything as well. So you can see that I've identified the wind damage shingle as denoted by the X, and as well as identified the course that it belongs to. Also of important note, the two courses directly above the shingle that has been damaged, there is currently no damage. Now this is a 20-year-old roof, so there is some wear and tear on it, but overall you see no wind damage or anything of the sort. So in this repair attempt, I'm going to be breaking the tar strips in these two tabs as well as these two courses above, removing the old nails, taking the damaged shingle out, replacing it with a like and kind quality shingle, fastening it back to the roof, and then inspecting to see if any consequential damage has happened as a result of the repair. Also want to do a little instructional video. This is a speed square. This is a tool that we use to find angles. I mean, we use it for all sorts of applications in construction. This right here, as you can see, this says pivot. The pivot point is here. So when you're finding an angle, you want to use the pivot point, right? So I put this here as a demonstration so that you can see what 45 degrees is. Some adjusters think when I'm lifting a shingle, right there, you can see that that's 45 degrees. You can see the 4.5. That's a 45 degree angle right there. So some adjusters would say that this is lifting it more than is what is necessary. It is not. So we will use this as a baseline. Let me look to the side and get to the 45. So you see, if I'm lifting it above that, then I would be overly manipulating the shingle. But I will not be doing that today. I do not need to lift this more than a 45 to re-hammer the nails. I am going to be using a pry bar to break the tar strips and a magnetic roofing hatchet to secure the nails. I will not be using a snake. Snakes cause just as much damage as hatchets do. The idea is that if the roof is not repairable, it's not repairable no matter what tool you use. When you use a roofing hatchet, if the roof isn't repairable, you will find damage in the two courses above. Now with a roofing snake, if the roof is not repairable, then the damage will be done in the shingles below where it is being nailed. Because the idea behind a snake is you're hammering right here to get the nail in right there. And you have to put an immense amount of pressure on there because that's not actually where the nail is. The nail is up here. So you're causing damage to the shingles below instead of above. So if a roof is not repairable, it's not repairable no matter what tool you use. So now that I've explained that and I've showed what a 45 degree angle is, there's no confusion. I will begin the repairs. Put my gloves on. So I don't have to break the tar strip on this one because this is clearly wind damaged shingle. The tar strip's already been broken. You can see by the fact that the tar strips are, I've already kind of done that. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's just the right temperature. It's about 10:30 in the morning. So now, I almost didn't do that one. So all the tar strips have been broken. So now what I need to do is remove the nails. Position. Okay. So now that the nails are removed, actually what I forgot to do is take photos of this. So we take overviews, close-ups. Now that the tar strips have been broken, the nails have been removed, this should just easily pop out. No tearing in the shingle. So I need to take overviews and close-ups of that. Get the right angle, there you go. Okay. Get rid of that piece of chalk. So now we're going to replace it with a like and kind quality shingle. This was the closest color match I could get. This is a 25-year organic composition 3-tab shingle. We use the chalk so that we can line it up so that everything matchy-matchy. Okay, so that's lined up. That's lined up right there. So I'm going to use my mag hatch. Again, we've got that baseline of 45 degrees. This is not above that. There we go. I didn't strike the shingle above it. I didn't strike the shingle involved. The only thing that I hit was the nail itself. These are better than snakes too, because the nail actually will match the pitch. It'll match the angle of the pitch. Kind of slap it onto there. A little bit of tar on there. Make it not easy to, there you go. I want the nail to be flush to the magnet so that when I do strike it, it strikes true. There we go. Still not lifting above a 45 degree. There we go, last nail. Okay. Moving it away from the original hole, just because there was a big hole right there. So I wanted to make sure it doesn't lift. So you can pull on that. There's no give. Let me also take a picture of this. Where'd that phone go? There it is. Overview, close-ups. So I'm seeing initial signs of consequential damage. So I've had some adjusters say no matter what, if you lift a shingle too high, that will cause the granules, the fiberglass matting to fracture and the granules to dislodge. That is not true. The only time that you lifting a shingle will cause the fiberglass matting to fracture and the granules to dislodge is when they're older. What do I mean by that? This is a brand new shingle. Let's make sure that there's nothing on there. This is a 45, this is 45 right here, which is, I didn't lift any of these shingles past that, but let's just lift it to right there. That's way above that. That's about a 75 degree angle. I wipe my fingers across. We see absolutely no granule loss. This shingle is new. It is pliable. It is the right heat. So there's no damage whatsoever. Now, with this shingle right here, that looks pretty good. Let's see. Now there's a little bit of granule loss, but to me, I wouldn't say that the matting is fractured. So I would say overall that that shingle is good. Let's look right here. So this one feels like a sticky note, kind of flapping. I don't know if you can see it right there up at the top. You can see it's starting to tear fracture. So wipe my hand across the top, and you can clearly see that there is granule loss. The matting is fractured in this shingle. The fracturing causes the granules to dislodge, and they fracture when they become old and brittle. So this is a failed repair attempt on that shingle. Let's look at this one. This one, there's tension. It doesn't feel like a sticky note flapping in the wind. We wipe our hands across the top. There's a little bit of granule loss, but I don't see a clear crease. So that one's a pass. This one right here, we can clearly see that there is creasing. We wipe our hands across, and you can clearly see the creasing. Let me, again, for a control. We don't see any creasing, right? There's no creasing in here because the matting is not fractured. So right here, this one looks good. There's a little bit of granule loss, but again, I wouldn't consider that one a fail. This one right here, you can see the crease already. I wipe my hands across quite clearly. We've got creasing. So, in an attempt to fix this wind damage shingle, we have caused creasing here, not by overtly manipulating the shingles, but just by the fact that the age and condition of this roof in this section will not allow for it. So, I'll take pictures of that. So, in trying to fix one shingle, we've caused 3 more shingles to be damaged. So we can't cause more damage to repair a roof. If we're causing more damage in an attempt to repair it, then that means that this roof is not repairable. So overall, we've seen in real time the failure of this repair attempt. We saw that I did not lift the shingles above a 45. I didn't overtly manipulate them. I also used the control of the brand new shingle to show that it does matter how old a roof is. Age and condition plays a major factor in repairability. Now, I know that Allstate does not cover wear and tear. That is normal wear and tear, but that is not the cause of the repair. The cause of the repair is clear and obvious storm damage that Allstate has acknowledged. So in trying to repair the storm damage, more damage has been created. So the only way to get the lynches back to pre-loss conditions is a full roof replacement. I will be doing another repair on the north facing slope to determine whether or not that facet of the roof is repairable as well. So that way we can extrapolate across the roof, is this roof repairable? The last thing that I'm going to do is I am going to be putting emergency tarps over the lynch's roof to protect them from any susceptibility for leaks now that these shingles have failed their repair. And that will conclude this repair attempt. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email me or give me a call. My contact information is located in the signature of my email. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.